Hello dear students, how are you all? I think everyone are fine there. So student, so how your classes are going on? I think fine. So you are watching the all videos which were uploaded in the previous days? I think so. And some of you sending me a homework, but some of you not taking it lightly. So student, don't take it lightly. Okay, you have to study hard. Make notes whatever taught here in the classes in your fair notebooks and send us in our WhatsApp number. Understood? So this is what our intimation to you all. So student, let's begin with today's topic. What it is? Yes, it is a poem, The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost. Okay, so student, this poem taken from the book number 1, which is your textbook, and it is a first poem of this session. So here in this poem, by the way, what we are going to learn? See, the poem isn't very important in our life. Why it is so important? Because poem gives us a very deep meaning. Even a small things can be explained in such a vast manner within a small extract, or within a small stanzas, and it tells us a very vast, a very big meaning of our life, and it changes our morality, it changes our lifestyle, and we will going to accomplish our goal, what we have decided in our life. So this is what here the poem help us to think about our life and what we want to do. So what I told you now, on the basis of that, this poem has been composed by Robert Frost and it is printed here in your textbook. So student, let's discuss about the introduction part of this poem. The poem is all about the one's lifestyle, the one's life. Every person have their own goals, own aims, and they have to achieve it one day. For achieving their goal, they need to do hard work. What it needs. If they do hard work each and every day, the day will come when he is going to get a fruits, a result of that work. So this is what calls here the hard working person never going to be left behind. One day he is going to achieve a very great path in his life. So that's what we used to say, a practice makes a man perfect. When the man will become perfect when he practice day and night. If you practice day and night to achieve your goal, then one day you are going to become a perfect by achieving your aim, by achieving your ambition, what you have decided for you. Yes or no? So on the basis of that, today's poem, The Road Not Taken, is related to what I had said. So in the beginning here we have one explanation regarding the poet and what his work. So let's begin with this. So here I am reading inside the box. So I need your index finger should be there under the sentence for a better understanding. So let's begin with this. The Road Not Taken. This well-known poem is about making choices and the choices that shape us. Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simply but insightfully about common ordinary experience. So this poem is based on one's lifestyle and what kind of choices and what kind of decision one's need to take. It is dependent on that person's attitude and person's sympathetic belief. If the person say that I want to go in this way, then you have to do each and everything what he want to get there. If he says simply if I want to do, then if he don't work for that, then what is the use of it? Yes or no? So this is what here the poem teaches you. In your life, a many curves, a deep curves, a very great turns will come in your life, then at the same moment you have to make the choices. If I choose this, then I will become this and this. If I chose this, then I am going to do this. So there were many choices, there were many examples in your life which were going to become. For that you should take care. Yes or no? This is what here begins. So along with this box, explain us about the Robert Frost. Yes, who is he? He is a American writer. He is an American writer. He is an American writer. Okay. Then what about more him? He is a composer. Okay. Composer, writer, and a well philosopher in the field of literature. In which field? In the field of literature. Literature in the sense story, fiction, okay, short stories, and even plays, dramas, and some poems. Okay, so he is a great philosopher, even writer, composer in the field of literature. And what else? He used to write regarding common things, of one individual's life of person. Okay, so he is a person who would like to write about such a silly and a common things of an individual. So what happens with a person and what is there in the surrounding, he used to write it down. So this is what the Robert Frost is meant for this. So the Robert Frost is one of the greatest writer. He is one of the greatest composer, and he writes such a beautiful poems and a very simple poems which gives a very deep meaning in such a small stanzas. For this he got a Pulitzer Prize. Okay, he got a Pulitzer Prize by America, which is given in the field of literature. So this is what all about the Robert Frost. Okay, and he is an American poet. Fine. Now this poet have written this beautiful poem, The Road Not Taken, and which is a poem 1 for this academic session of your textbook. So let's begin with this. So student, see the first stanza of the poem. Yes, the first stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And me one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. So here the stanza number 1 says as, here the stanza 1 says that there are two roads. How many roads? There were two roads. Okay, like this. One road is going towards the left side, another road is going toward the right side, and he is standing somewhere in the middle of the two roads. Okay, there were two roads, okay, which are diverged. So the meaning of the diverged is separate, divided. Okay, in a yellow wood. What is a yellow wood? Yellow signifies to the color. Wood here in the poem is forest. Okay, in the yellow wood. So why the poet have written yellow wood? He written yellow wood because do you know the yellow color? Do you know the tree? When did the leaves of the tree becomes yellow? During autumn season. Yes or no? So he went near to the forest during the autumn month. During the autumn month. In this month, what happens? The leaves turns yellow and it fell down on the ground. And during this month, he is standing here in the middle of these two roads, and he want to get inside the forest. But he is confused which way I have to choose. So it is a yellow wood. Okay, leaves are falling down, yellowish color, and it is a month of a spring of autumn. Then, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one travel long I stood, and I can't travel on these two roads because I am a one person. I have to choose only one road from where I am standing, and be one traveler long I stood, and I am a traveler. I have to take one final decision and I have to come to the conclusion. I am standing here in between the two roads, but I don't know which road I have to follow. Okay. Then, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then I seen on both the roads which road I have to follow, on which road I have to go. Then he is seeing throughout the day. He is watching throughout the day, and he can see that this road is going straight and straight, straight and straight, straight and straight, and till the last end there are the grasses, there are the shrubs which are getting visible to his eyes, and the remaining road is not able to visible. Hardly he can see the road, both two roads, for nearly 700 to 800 meters. What about the other? The grassy shrubs hiding the roads inside the deep forest. So he couldn't know this road is going to which side and this road is going to which side, and which is the better road here. Then this is what in the first stanza. So he is standing in between the two roads, deciding where to go, here or there, and he want to examine the roads by watching it through his eyes, but the grasses and the shrubs were hiding up the roads because it is there in the forest, and he have to choose any one of the road in his traveling purpose, or he want to choose any one thing in his life, you can see. Okay, fine. Now comes to second stanza. So here in the second stanza, what he speaks in stanza 2, what he speaks, then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. So here what he is telling, both roads are same. Here, then took the other just as fair. Now he is thinking, if I choose this road, it will be more fair for me, if it will be more good to me, because this road is followed by so many peoples. So many peoples have walked over this road, and their footpaths and their footwear, okay, the size, even the shape of the footwears are visible from far places, and we can say that from this road many peoples have traveled. Even can I also choose this road to follow towards another part of the forest? Is it correct? And having perhaps the better claim. If I choose this road where many peoples have traveled, then it will be a better claim for me. He is thinking, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Because it is somehow grassy and wanted wear. So what is telling, the road which is followed by too many peoples and which is utilized by too many peoples, and peoples are following on this road, peoples are walking on this road, and it is not followed by many, and it is followed by many peoples. Peoples have walked throughout. But another road, it is too much of grassy. A grass is here and there, it is full of the grass, it is full of the shrubs, and some couple of peoples have traveled over this road. Can I choose it? If I choose this road, where I am going to go? I will be alive or die, who knows, because it is a road of the forest. This is what he is telling. The third line, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though has foredad the passing there, had warned them really about the same. So, if I pass out from the very grassy road which is not utilized by the people, okay, then where I will go? Might be I am going to get away from this universe if something wrong happens with me, because it is not followed by the people. The road which is followed by the people, okay, there is no grasses at all. There were the shapes and the size, even the structure of the footwears, okay, how they have traveled. But this road is not utilized by many people. If I go from here, then what happens? At least my mind, my heart is telling just follow this road to move towards your destiny. But in the last two lines, though has for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. So these two lines brings a confusion in the mind of the poet. Is passing through this road is well and good? I am going to be alive. Shall I come back after traveling from this road, or shall I go through this road and come through the same road? It is good one, or it is a very kind of a big mess for me. So this is what he is thinking. So he is in a state of confusion. Which road I have to decide to travel, to go for another part of the forest. Now comes to the third stanza. So here in the second stanza, we got know that the poet is in the state of confusion. The poet is in state of confusion and full of doubts, okay, because he don't know which road I have to follow, first road or a second road. First road is followed by too many people and second road is not followed by anyone because it is full of grasses and the shrubs. Okay, then comes the third one. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Now he is explaining the road which he want to choose for him. See, and both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Now he is telling that both roads in the early morning, okay, have plenty number of leaves because it is a month of autumn and the tree sheds its leaves and the leaves will fall down on the roads. And the road which is followed by too many peoples, okay, it is full of the leaves and those dry leaves were crushed by the man's foot because it is followed by too many peoples. And here I have chosen another road which is not followed by any people, but it is also full of leaves and there the leaves are as it is not crushed, it is not trodden. So the word trodden in the second line of the third stanza means crush. Write it down, crush. So the word trodden in the third stanzas, in the third stanza number 3, the word trodden is given. It means crushed. What it means? It means crushed. The leaves were crushed by the peoples, okay, who used to move on the first road, but on the second road no one used to move. The leaves were kept as it is, and this road I have chosen. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Okay, leave it. This road is not followed by many peoples. This is what I want to go, but this road is followed by many peoples. But this road I am going to follow another day. I will walk on this road and another day. But this road brings such a curiosity in me that where this road goes here and where I want to go. So this road I have to follow it. Which one? Second one. Fine. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So I don't know what kind of obstacles, what kind of hindrances and the difficulties I am going to face in this road. I don't know anything, but I want to follow this road because I want to do something different from another people's. So this is what there in the mind of, in the heart of the poet Robert Frost. Understood? Okay. And he have such a big doubt. Shall I come back or no? So he is in the state of confusion. Again, the stanza number 3 state a confusion and the doubt in the mind of the poet. Okay. Now comes to the last one, the last stanza of the poem. So here the last stanza of the poem says that. So the stanza number 4 says that I shall be telling this with the shy. What do you mean by the word shy? Shy means a deep breath. Okay. Shy. It means a deep breath. Yes, the first line of the stanza 4, I shall be telling this with a shy, with a deep breath. Somewhere ages and ages hence, somewhere from the long periods when our ancestor and the great ancestors were there, somewhere from the long periods. Okay. Two roads diverged in a wood and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. Yes, I am going to tell you something, a great thing. I am going to choose that road which is not chosen by anyone, and I am following that road which is not walked by anyone from ages after ages, and it is kept as it is. But the shrubs are there, grasses are there, dry leaves are there, they were not crushed, they were not trodden. But I want to walk on this road because I want to know the difference in between this road and that road. If I am going to follow on this road which is walked by many and many peoples, and it is safe and without any difficulties, without any obstacles, and many people are following this road, then what is the use of my life? This question arises here in the mind, in the heart of the poet. So what question arises here? Yes, after reading this poem, after reading the whole stanza of this poem, what question arises here in the mind of the poet? That what was a difference? What was a difference? What was a difference in between me and other people? What is the difference in between me and other people? So this is what he wants to know. So student, here the poems finishes where the poet wants to bring the difference in between the other peoples and himself. If I follows the people who are following this road, then what happened? I will become their follower. Do you use Instagram? Yes or no? So you having a habit of following another some great celebrities, some great personalities, or your friends and all kind of things. So there you will get a followers icon and another icon you will get following. So both you click, then what happens? You will become the follower of them. So this Robert Frost don't want to click on the followers or a following icon. He want to click on exit icon of our Instagram, where he will get another way. So this is what here the Robert Frost says, that everyone should bring a difference in their life rather than following the decisions, okay, rather than following the advice what another people gives to one. So I am going to give you one such a silly example, okay, one such a silly example of your academic. So in the previous class, everyone having one Kannada subject and another one is Hindi subject. Many of you chosen Kannada because your heart says that. Because your heart says that I want to choose a Kannada subject. Okay, well and right. But if you chosen the Kannada, your friend watching you have chosen the Kannada by seeing that my friend have chosen the Kannada, even me also going to choose the same subject. Then what is the difference in between you and your friend? So what you have chosen, the same thing he is going to choose it. So what is the difference? When you will bring a difference in your life, if you are following the same thing, you are going to achieve the same thing what the peoples are achieving. If your friend says no, I am going to choose Hindi, then it's his own decision rather than yours decision. So student, the main intention of the poem is you have to bring a difference, you have to bring the changes in your life to achieve a great path in your life. So you should be well experienced person if you choose another way. Okay, understood? So this is what I want to say, that everyone should bring a difference in their life rather than following those people who used to follow behind each and other. So here the group of people means that a bakri chal or a bhed chal, where all the where all the goats and the sheep walk together, okay, and all the sheep are following to the same group. So don't be like that. Okay, bring a changes in your life by choosing a single and the one decision which will bring us such a great change, okay, which will bring us such a great personality in you. This is what the main intention of the poem. So student, the whole video is all about the road not taken. Okay, it is a poem written by Robert Frost. It is a very interesting poem. So read the stanza carefully, thoroughly, and understand each and every line, how it is understood by me to you. So watch this video from beginning till end without stopping, and make proper notes about each and every stanzas in your fair notebook and send me back in the WhatsApp. And in the next video we are going to begin with the question and answers of this video. Alright students, so any doubts related to any line, you can WhatsApp or text me in the WhatsApp where I am going to explain it. So student, this is what about today's video. So take care, have a nice day, bye bye.